Hey fans, great to have you with us for the Eastern Conference Play-In Tournament. 7 and 8 seeds going at it for postseason qualification. In this one, we'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Maxey and Harden fill in the guard spots. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, they've got R.J. Barrett. Sharp out there with Johnson. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Thomas in at the shooting guard. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts. And I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Now, here's Sean. Johnson outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Martin, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Dinwiddie, some solid defense from Maxey. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. And finished off by Martin.
Selfless pass there from Maxey. Really able to handle the guard position quite well.
Dinwiddie passes to Thomas. Down low, Sharp. Up again. It's hauled in by the 76ers. We played just over a minute here in the first. George dishes to Martin. Outside, Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Harden. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
For Harden, that's just like an extended free throw.
The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Thomas. Back to Barrett. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Maxey passes to George. Harden outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Martin with a screen on Barrett. Here's George. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Now, here's Barrett. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And have to admire how hard Barrett goes. This kind of assertiveness is what makes defenders feel uneasy.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And that one falls for Barrett. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for the Nets. And so Barrett nails both of them. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front and center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Thank you, David. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Thomas. Melton feeling it out a bit. Here's Barrett. That shot misses. Excellent D there from George.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Barrett the pass to Sharp. Melton with the ball. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The offensive rebound. Sharp, that's good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now, here's Maxey. Scoreless thus far. Count it, good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Melton. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. That one falls. Barrett's got 6.
You can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with him.
Harden sets the pick for Martin. And the 3 off target.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Pass to Melton. Here's Thomas. Again, the Nets for 2.
Nice pass from Melton. Solid job at getting it to his teammates.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Brendan Watford's checked in for the Nets. Simmons comes in for Thomas.
Substitutions on the court.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Maxey. 5 on the clock. High post try, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
McCain's shot is off.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now Maxey. After R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to McCain. Lets it go from the wing. Yep, it counts. 23 seconds left in the first. It's Barrett on the wing, defended by Gordon. Gordon against Barrett. Up and in on the layup. Barrett's got 11 points.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome for the second quarter of this critical play-in game. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Yabusele out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Martin. And it's McCain in at the one.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Elton kicks to Simmons. The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to Clowney. Banked in off the glass. Clowney's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn. Philadelphia shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Embiid with the screen on Simmons. Now here's Gordon. Here's Embiid. Hasn't made one yet. No good there off the double clutch.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Gordon. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. To the middle. Rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
Now here's Simmons. Defense is right there. Pass to Watford. Milton with the ball. There's a good screen. Just his first attempt, and he drops that one in. Milton's got his first points in this one. And Greg, with the play-in games last year, it is exactly what the NBA was hoping for with the 7 and 8 matchups.
It really was. In the West, you had the Lakers besting the Pelicans, and it was a great game the whole way until Zion's fourth quarter injury, which probably sealed the deal.
Pass to Simmons. Here's Watford. And here's Barrett. Fires from the wing. And Embiid pulls it down. The Western play-in game was a classic. And the 76ers against the Heat, Greg, was equally thrilling.
Kevin. The Sixers escaping with that 1-point victory. I mean, you can always count on that 7-8 matchup to have high drama.
Now here's Embiid after R.J. Barrett's miss. Simmons passes to Melton. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 3. To the paint. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. A rebound by the Nets. Simmons left side. Pass to Melton. The rebound by Yabusele. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the 76ers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Yabusele, he's checked in for the 76ers. Johnson, the pass to Melton. Here's Dinwiddie. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
Here's Yabusele. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Ben Simmons. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of this game. No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Here's Dinwiddie. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Thomas. The wing jumper off target. The 76ers trail by 4. And George kicks to Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets. Harden outside. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rock that rim.
Now here's Thomas. 17 points in his last outing. Simmons sets a screen for Melton. Off target with his 3. The 76ers trail by 5. Harden outside. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now here's Johnson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Here's Thomas with the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thomas got his 2nd basket of the night.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. The 3 from George. Drills it from outside.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the 2nd quarter.
Thomas against George. The 3. Thomas, no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this.
Looking at how the Nets are doing in this series. A close one in this play-in tournament 7-8 game. The winner advances to the playoffs. The loser has another shot at it, Kenny.
Yeah, it's not actually do or die. It's like a game 6. If you lose tonight, you're sweating that next one.
Yeah, and I love this format. The more pressure, the more excitement for the fans.
Absolutely. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Hi, everyone. Glad to have you back for 3rd quarter action of the play-in game. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
We've got Sharp. Cameron Johnson is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too.
Pass to Embiid. 4 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and it's George missing. The Nets with the lead. And here's Barrett. 11 points in the game. Thomas kicks to Dinwiddie. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, it's all about being confident from there for Spencer Dinwiddie. A capable threat from distance now.
Barrett against George. From downtown, the rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Pass to Johnson. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. 6-point game.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Dinwiddie kicks to Thomas for 3. Barrett. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Embiid from the arc. It's hauled in by Thomas.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Yes, Loud fans, you know what time it is. It's time for Team Hope. Get Loud fans. On the court, number 12. All right, fans. Who is the teacher? Come on, let me hear ya.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Harden, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quitting this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Barrett the pass to Sharp. Dinwiddie outside. Sinks the 3-pointer. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Outside, Maxey. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Maxi's got 7.
Big time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
Dinwiddie kicks to Barrett. Johnson outside. Maxey against Dinwiddie. Jacks up a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Barrett. Pass to Dinwiddie. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Sharp missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Maxey. An easy 2 points on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Hey, one thing about Maxey, he was just born to score. This guy is a bucket getter.
Johnson outside for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Give it up for Team White.
In for the Nets. Conley's checked in. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Ben Simmons in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Then for the 76ers, Yabusele, he's checked in for Embiid. Martin comes in for Martin. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. And 1:01 left in the third. Here's Maxey, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Not only is Maxey solid and efficient from the line, but he gets there quite a bit too.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
The first one falls.
The quick-footed, creative Maxey, so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
Maxey hits them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
Simmons passes to Barrett. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Barrett's got 16.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Here's Maxey. Buries it from three-point range. Maxey's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Philadelphia. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Melton. Outside, Barry. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That gives him his second three of the half, with 3 total for the game.
Maxey with it. 14 points for him. Over Simmons. A rare miss for him. What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And we're back, a lot on the line for this playing game with 1 quarter left to go. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Yabusele. He's out there with Joel Embiid. Reggie Jackson out there with Martin. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. And Simmons kicks to Melton. That 3 off the mark.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Embiid with a screen on Melton. Here's McCain. He's guarded by Melton. Outside for Jackson. Martin with the screen for Jackson. A 3-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Dinwiddie outside. Melton passes to Watford. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And they double up Simmons. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
First free throw is good.
The constant evolution of Embiid's game, really impressive. A credit to his work ethic. He continues to get better, becoming a bigger threat with his improved arsenal.
James Harden, he's checked in for Jackson. And Embiid drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Dinwiddie finds Simmons. Dinwiddie drives in. Rebound by the 76ers. Pass to Harden. Shoots over Melton. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
I think if you're defending Harden, you got to take away his jumper. I mean, when he has space to shoot, he doesn't hesitate at all.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Oh, you know how this goes. You get on the big screen if you shit with your obligation. Oh, my God, we have a dazzler here. You're on the big screen. That's what you wait for. Nice try. Nice all good ball.
Ron Sharp, he's checked in for Simmons. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. During that last break, I heard Jordi Fernandez as he talked with his team. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Dinwiddie dishes to Johnson. Melton kicks to Johnson. Back to Melton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now. One triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Watford passes to Dinwiddie. Johnson with it. Dinwiddie left side. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Embiid with a screen on Melton. Harden against Melton. And the basket by Harden. And the 76ers lead by 1.
In attack mode and looking to score whenever he can, this is Harden at his best.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Sinks the triple. Dinwiddie's got 13 points in the second half.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Changes for Brooklyn. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Trendon Watford. And Thomas subbed in for D'Anthony Melton. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Harden outside. Outside, George. Here's Embiid. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
George against Barrett. Pass to Thomas. Over Harden. Embiid with the steal. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Barrett. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Harden. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. George passes to Harden. No dice from the high post. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Barrett. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And this is Barrett at his best. Looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
He gets that one. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
No fear in Maxey, folks. This guy is ready for the big moment and welcomes the challenge.
Dinwiddie dishes to Thomas. Sharp with a screen on Harden. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. And it's Sharp missing. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. The shot by George, no good. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Thomas up top. Defended by George. Looking to end his cold spell. And the layup by Thomas. Thomas got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
Here's Thomas. It's hauled in by the 76ers. George passes to Maxey. Here he goes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And Maxey is fearless on the drive. Just dares defenders in the foul line.
It's the first, and that makes it a three-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
Please give me a round of applause to the next United States.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Dinwiddie's shot is off. George double teamed. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Maxey's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And an intentional foul right there. Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Being both at the line, it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Brooklyn's own team. Now on the court, it's your squad. Get loud and let them hear you. Make a decision.
26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Johnson kicks to Thomas. Dinwiddie outside. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
He's hitting everything from deep. Just flat out torching this defense.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Dinwiddie's shot is off, and so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And that's it, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers have won. What a relief for them to know that they've not only secured their part in the playoffs, but end up being the 7th seed, too.
Really, they showed how hungry you have to be at this stage. You have to like the momentum now that they'll carry into the first series.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. You have seen every type of defense from opponents over the years. What do you enjoy about that back-and-forth challenge?
Just every single game I'm trying to figure out what they're doing and how can I be aggressive and attack it. You know, I love playing a game of basketball. I love, being crafty and just trying to compete at a high level every single night. You know, it takes a lot, but I'm built for it, and I'm going to just continue to keep going.
Well, you won the chess match tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap this one up. No shortage of excitement here in the play-in tournament. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.